Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om नमस्तेस्तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूजिते शङ्खचक्रगदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते। ॐ दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम्। ॐ समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। हरि ओम्. Salutations to all. सपरिवाराय तुभ्यं दीपावली पर्वस्य शुभाशयाः एवं नूतन वर्ष अभिनंदनम. We should start greeting each other in Sanskrit. Simple Sanskrit this is. That's our Sanatana Dharma, and the Daivi Bhasha is Sanskrit. Also the word is Deepavali. Diwali has no meaning. Deepa is the lamp, Avali is a row of lamps. So we say Shubha Deepavali. So the third day of the 5 days is the Deepavali Utsav, celebrated on the day where there is Amavasya. So there are different reasons why Deepavali is celebrated, considered a very auspicious day. And why do we do Lakshmi Pujan only? So we saw that for each Varna there is a special festival that has been created by Brahmaji. The Puranas mention that. So for the Vaishyas specifically, it is the Deepavali Utsav. And Vaishya is the one who is resourceful, enterprising, the business community, farmers, different people constitute this community. So wealth is a basic necessity of life, Artha. Lakshmi Devi is the deity of that wealth. And wealth includes not just money, it includes wealth of values, virtues, wealth of love, wealth of knowledge, and wealth of the even spiritual qualifications. So we say Vivek, Vairagya, then Shatka Sampatti, sixfold qualifications of control of the mind, control of the senses, withdrawal of the mind, then forbearance, faith, absorption of the mind. All these are also wealth. So one prays on this day to Mother Lakshmi. Lakshmi Pujan is done, Kuber Pujan also is done, and we light lamps all 5 days, but each day the lamps are lit for specific purposes. So Trayodashi day, for Apamrityu, to avoid Apamrityu, the lamps are lit. Chaturdashi day, for propitiating Yamraj, for removing our sins also, and for the well-being of the ancestors. Now the lamp is lit on Deepavali day for Lakshmi Devi, for now Ganesh ji also, and then Kuber, to bless us with the real wealth, which is along with financial prosperity, all the other values, virtues, spiritual qualifications, knowledge, love, all that. Earlier days, the financial year for the business community would start from the next day of Deepavali, that is a new year. And why it is the new year? Because also it is said one of the greatest kings, Vikramaditya, was crowned on this day. And he also established the kingdom in Madhya Pradesh. If you go even today to Ujjain, Mahakal, next to Ujjain Mahakal, there is the nice park that has been created where Vikramaditya is there along with his 9 Ratnas, Navaratnas. We may know Akbar and his Navaratnas, but we don't know Vikramaditya and his Navaratnas. Google and find out. If you have gone there, then great. Otherwise, if you go to Mahakal, definitely go to this place. At least see who are these Navaratnas, such great personalities. So, Vikramaditya was crowned on this day, and so the Vikram Samvat also starts. And that meridian line passes through that Mahakal. It's very amazing how the name of Bhagavan also is given as per time, and because that meridian line passes through there, there's so much of science also embedded in all our spiritual practices, sadhanas. And so Mother Lakshmi is worshipped today. She emerged from the ocean on the Dhanatrayodashi day. So there is another way to understand this is, in Satyug, Mother Lakshmi appeared on Dhanatrayodashi day. In Treta Yuga, Bhagwan Ram returned from exile, and so the lamps are lit, celebrating the joy that Bhagwan has returned, and spiritually signifying what we have exiled Bhagwan from our heart. We have forgotten Bhagwan, we are lost in the world, in the Maya, and this Ravan has captured our peace. Sita Devi is a symbol of peace. The ego is Ravan. Dashamukha is Ravan. 10 senses. The ego gets strengthened by these 10 senses. So, ego has captured away Sitaji. Hanumanji is the one who connects the jiva with Shanti, connects us with our own true nature actually, and brings back peace to us. So, Ram and Sitaji, they get united. So, Bhagwan returns after destroying this Ravan. So, in Treta Yuga, one of the legends also says that when Bhagwan returned from Ayodhya, from exile to Ayodhya, he worshipped Mother Lakshmi and Ganeshji. That is also one reason why we worship Bhagwan, why we worship Mother Lakshmi and Ganeshji. And this next year, 22nd January 2024, Bhagwan Ram will return again to Ayodhya, to his Janmabhoomi. 500 years. Bhagwan himself took exile of 14 years that time, but from his Janmabhoomi, more than 500 years of exile, and he returns after that. No other country you will find this happening. This is the glory of Sanatana Dharma also. In a Hindu country where we are the majority, our temples have been desecrated, destroyed, and mosques have been built on it. We have fought in the legal way without hurting any other communities to get this verdict. Patience, sacrifice, persistence, hard work, how much has gone behind that. And so Bhagwan Ram returned, and that is a momentous occasion in the history of our country also, for our Sanatana Dharma also, and individually for each one of us. We're fortunate to live in an era to see that happening. Otherwise, so many people earlier, they have fought for it, but they couldn't see the result. The materialization didn't happen. So Bhagwan Ram returned. So Satyug, Lakshmi Devi, emerged from the Samudra Manthan, Treta Yuga, Bhagwan Ram returned. Sorry, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Krishna Bhagwan killed Narakasura. So Naraka Chaturdashi we celebrate. Kali Yuga we celebrate for various reasons. And many communities, they celebrate this Deepavali. See, it is in the Jain tradition also, they celebrate the Nirvana day of Mahavira on that day. Bhagavan Mahavir Nirvana day is Deepavali. Sikh community also, they worship Guru Arjan Das, and one of their gurus was also released. They fought and then he was released from the Mughal captivity, and so that again they celebrate the freedom. So different reasons are there why Deepavali is celebrated, and it is a festival of light, of hope, of knowledge, of introspection. Gurudev used to say very beautifully that why it is on an Amavasya that it is celebrated. See, people connect Amavasya with inauspiciousness. That is people's conditioning and stereotyping. There may be some astrological implications also, but Vedantic significance is what? Moon is symbolic of the mind. Amavasya means no moon, no mind. That is a state of supreme bliss. So Deepavali is also called Sukharatri. Sukharatri in what sense? Not because we eat or celebrate and burst crackers and enjoy some sweets and all that. Sukharatri because we revel in the state of bliss. When we go beyond the mind, the no mind state, Amani Bhav it is called in the Upanishads. Mother Lakshmi helps us to revel in that state with the values, virtues, steady contemplation, and we go beyond the mind. That Amani Bhav is Amavasya, where we go beyond the mind, revel in the absolute self, and that is Atma Ram, that is Bhagavan Ram in our heart. We come back home. So Deepavali is homecoming. After lives and lives of transmigration, identification with the body, the lamp of self-knowledge is lit. If you remember, we did the verse from the Gita, where Bhagavan said that Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Those who worship me continuously, I bless them with this knowledge of the self. And what will this knowledge do? Tesham evanukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavastaha jnanadipena bhasvata. With this knowledge of the self, it will destroy the ignorance. Out of compassion, Bhagavan lights that knowledge, lamp of knowledge in our heart and destroys ignorance. What does one realize then? 13th chapter of the Gita says, Jyotisham api tad jyotihi. It is light of self-knowledge, light of the self actually, is the light of all lights. Jyotisham api tad jyotihi. Meaning what? Only when I feel aham, I am, then the world is experienced. The sun, moon, the stars, the lightning, the lamp, all this can light up only the external world. But if this aham is not there, none of this can be experienced. And all the light that they are able to illumine comes from that self only. So Jyotisham api tad jyoti tamasa paramuchyate. It is beyond all darkness. It is beyond all ignorance. Where is the darkness for sun? It is said that once darkness went and complained in a court that sun is shining too brightly, and wherever I am not able to exist. Whenever he comes, he drives me out. What can I do now? Please, you do some justice for me. So Surya Bhagavan was called. And this charge was given to him. A charge was put on him saying, you drive darkness out. Surya said, where is darkness? Surya doesn't know only there is darkness, that he is driving out darkness. Same way, Atma will never be covered by any amount of body identification, ahankar, nothing. From our standpoint, we say, like we stand on the earth and then we say that the clouds are covering the sun. That is from earth standpoint. We rise above, we see that sun is never covered by any clouds. Same way, tamasa param uchyate. The supreme self in us, the light of consciousness, which enlivens this senses, the body, the mind, the intellect, and then we experience the world outside. All this happens only because aham, I am. That feeling is there in us, that bhav, aham bhav is there in us, which will never perish, which was there even before this body was born, which will be there even after the body dies. That is Ram. That is the true nature of ours, imperishable, immortal. So Amavasya is to signify that Jyotisham apita jyotihi tamasa paramuchyate. It is the light of all lights, beyond all darkness. And where is it? Jnanam gneyam jnanagamyam hridi sarvasya vishtitam. This is 13th chapter shloka. It is the supreme knowledge of the self. It is that which is to be discovered by knowledge, jnanam, gneyam. It is that which is the goal, which is worth knowing. Having come to this world as a human being, if I don't know who am I, what is my true self, I have wasted one opportunity. Kenopanishad says that great is the loss if one has not known the self or one has not put in the efforts to know the self. Then the whole life just went. So it is Gneyam. Having gone to, let us say, Rishikesh and you don't do Ganga Snan, then what is the point? Same way, having come to earth, we did not strive to know the self in human body, then what is the point? So it is the knowledge of the self, it is that which is worth knowing, jnanam, gneyam, jnanagamyam. What is to be discovered, how the self is to be discovered, not through any amount of karma, not through any amount of what we call progeny, prosperity, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena. Then how to discover immortality? Tyage naike. By dropping the ego, by renouncing. When we let go of the false, when the clouds move away, the sun reveals itself. Sun was never covered. Same way, the ignorance appears to be there. But this knowledge, when it arises, one realizes I was the same. I was a pure consciousness always. I never was the deluded jiva or the body. I was, I am, I will always be that supreme truth. So that is the lamp of knowledge. And Amavasya means that highest state of realization of the truth, Amani Bhava. So this knowledge is there in our heart, Riddhi Sarvasya Vishtitam. It is not to be sought anywhere outside. So Deepavali is to meditate quietly. Lakshmi Puja we do outside and meditate inside on the real wealth, which is Atmadhan, which is Namadhan. Chant the name of Bhagavan, contemplate on the self. That is real Deepavali. And Amavasya. When that realization happens, then the whole world appears as the Supreme Self alone. That is the next day, New Year, Nutan Varsh. If I am the same old person tomorrow, then what is the New Year? There is nothing new about it. If I have changed for the better, if I have evolved, and if I finally have come to realize the truth, awakened to the truth, then the entire vision is different. So Deepavali today, last night we celebrated because Amavasya So the day when there is Chaturdashi and Amavasya together, then in the Pradosha Kal, the Deepavali puja is done. So we should take a resolve, light the lamp in our heart, saying, what is it that I am doing to know the self, or to contemplate on the self, or to progress spiritually? How do I evolve to become a better human being, better sadhak? One resolve one can take and say that this negativity I drop and this positivity I inculcate. A lamp, when it is lit, what will it do? It will dispel the darkness. So one is dispelling darkness and one is the illumination. Lamp will do both. So something positive to illumine my mind and one negativity I should drop. Then real Deepavali I have also celebrated. And the next day is a new year. So these are various aspects connected with Deepavali. I'm going to share one beautiful shloka of Atmabodh. See this 50th shloka from Atmabodh. Tirtva moharnavam hatva ragadveshadi rakshasan yogi shanti samayuktaha atma ramo virajate. Having crossed the ocean of delusion, Bhagwan Ram went across the ocean, destroyed the Rakshasas of Raga and Dvesha, symbolic of Ravan, our ego. What does this yogi do? Shanti Samayukta. Shanti is Mother Sita. United with Mother Sita, Atma Ramo Virajate. In our heart, one revels in the self. The yogi revels in the heart as the Supreme Self, having been united with peace. Shanti and Atma Rama, both are one. Sita ji and Ramji, both are one. They are not different. Just like words and speech, Gira Artha Sama, they are same. They are one together. Like that. Prakriti and Purusha, they are one. They are not different. And so we celebrate this homecoming. A yogi is the one who celebrates this homecoming of Bhagavan Ram is Atma Rama. Ram means to revel. And Atma Ram, one who revels in the self. Once it happened that Gurudev was in Mumbai ashram and there are a lot of senior citizens who have come. There was one very senior devotee of Puja Gurudev called Uncle Mani in Chembur. So Uncle Mani had come, brought so many senior citizens were there and they had a whole day's program. And last program of the day is they have a short satsang with Gurudev in his kutia. So all these senior citizens, they have assembled there and Gurudev came to his office room. From there he walked and he came into the satsang hall and he came and sat there. And 15-20 minutes short satsang Gurudev did, energized everybody and people were in, enthusiasm and they were laughing and his humor and his wit also is tremendous. So in 15-20 minutes, they all were so charged up, So one of them asked Gurudev after the satsang that you are also a senior citizen, we are also senior citizens, but how come you have so much of energy and you have inspired all of us in such a short time? Gurudev's wit and his humor, he asked him, sir, what were you doing before you retired? So the gentleman said, I was in the army. And quick, Gurudev immediately retorted. He said, that's the difference. So he didn't understand. So Gurudev said, when you were young, you drank rum. When I was young, I drank ram. Meaning, he didn't want to He was not looking down upon the army uh, soldier there or officer there. It was his way of saying that when we revel in sense enjoyment only, then there's a different result. And when we revel in Bhagwan's name, then there's a different result. So this is Atma Ramaha Virajate. Now today we will also meditate on Mother Lakshmi. So I'm going to share here this uh, shloka which we will use, so you know what is the meaning of it before we use it. So this is the beautiful shloka from one composition called Siddhi Lakshmi Stotram. 3 verses only are there in that. In that, the third verse is this. And most of the times we use this for the Dhyana mantra, Dhyana shloka of Mother Lakshmi. Ya sa padmasanastha vipulakatitati padmaptrayataakshi gambhiravartanabhistanabharanamita शुभ्रवस्त्रोत्तरीया या लक्ष्मीर्दिव्यरूपैः मणिगणखचितैः स्नापिता हेमकुम्भैः सा नित्यं पद्महस्ता मम वसतु गृहे सर्वमाङ्गल्ययुक्ता. So this is the picture of Mother Lakshmi wearing white clothes, seated on this lotus, and there are elephants who are showering wealth on her, but generally many places you will see water also. Abhisheka is being done. The meaning of this shloka is beautiful. That divine Lakshmi sitting in a lotus pose, so Padmasan, with broad thighs and hips, with eyes similar to a lotus leaf, who is profound, whose navel is deep, who has bent forward with a heavy bosom, who wears white clothes, who is being bathed by the gem-studded divine elephants using a golden pot, who has lotus in her hands. May that divine Lakshmi always live in my home with all auspiciousness. So we will remember Mother Lakshmi, contemplate on her. The mantra we will chant for japa is Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. And then we contemplate on Atmaram. Sit erect, the head, the neck, and the spine in a straight line. Close your eyes gently. Relax the shoulders. Let your hands be in your lap, palms facing the sky. Have a pleasant smile on your face. Come to a comfortable posture without any strain in any part of the body. Thank Bhagwan for all the blessings and challenges that we have. Feel grateful for all the prosperity that you have. We may feel it is less or more, but be grateful for whatever is there. Thank Bhagwan for the wealth of love, knowledge, peace, values, time, how much ever we have. Thank Bhagwan that we are blessed with all these. Especially thank Bhagwan for this human birth, this opportunity to evolve spiritually. Gratitude is one of the greatest wealths that we can have, which makes our heart full. And when the heart is full, feels satisfaction, happiness, and it also draws more of what we are grateful for. When we are in a complaining mode, we have to put more efforts and many more obstacles arise in attaining what we want. When we operate out of gratitude, we enjoy the journey, and what we want also is drawn to us. Light the lamp of gratitude every day and let it remove the darkness of the feeling of lack, feeling that I don't have enough or I am not adequate. If we look at our blessings, there is so much that already Bhagavan has given us. Let's operate out of that gratitude. Suggest to the mind that for the next 30 minutes I am steady and still without any movements. I am alert, awake, and quiet. For the next 30 minutes, I'm only a seeker or a devotee. All other roles can wait. Let us relax the body so that the mind can contemplate effortlessly. As we say so, take a deep breath in. As we say hum, exhale slowly and let go of any stress or strain. Exhale all the air. So hum. Oh. Um, oh. So oh. Continue to breathe at your own pace. Be aware of every breath as you take in and leave out. Be aware that it is the body that is breathing. It is the mind that is either focused on the breathing or wandering. I am different from this body, the breath, the mind. I am a witness of all these. In the space between the two eyebrows or in your heart, visualize a circle of light. Invoke the auspicious form of your Sadguru, if you have one. If not, worship Bhagavan as the light. Bow down to the Sadguru. Pray that may the grace of the Sadguru lead us, guide us, and protect us. To have a Sadguru is a great blessing in one's life. Beyond all wealth, prosperity is the wealth of grace of the Sadguru. If you don't have a Sadguru, pray to Bhagavan that may a Sadguru come into your life. Light a lamp, offer it to the Sadguru. We may light a physical lamp and do the arati of the Sadguru. The Sadguru lights the lamp of knowledge in our heart. After the arati, offer some flowers at the feet of the Sadguru. Perform a pradakshina, bow down to the Sadguru. Repose the Sadguru back into your heart. Invoke the most auspicious form of Mother Lakshmi. She is seated on a white lotus in the lotus posture. She has a beautiful golden crown studded with various precious diamonds and stones. There is kumkum on her forehead. She has black curly hair in which there are some lotuses. Her beautiful two eyes are like the lotus leaf, lotus petals. There is a nose ring that she wears. There's a pleasant smile on her face. There are various ornaments, necklaces made of gold around her neck, on her wrists. She wears a white sari. In her two hands, she holds fully blossomed lotuses. In the other two hands, she has a pot of nectar and some grains, sugarcane, symbolizing the wealth of basic necessities that we need, as well as the pot of nectar is Amrit, immortality, Abhyudaya and Nishreyasa, prosperity and supreme peace. One hand in the front is in the Abhay Mudra, other hand is in Varada Mudra. There are blessings and wealth showering from both. There are lotuses all around her in this beautiful pond. There are two elephants who are showering water and wealth on her. This is the most beautiful, auspicious form of Mother Lakshmi. White symbolizes purity as well as supreme reality, non-dual truth, and self-knowledge is the real wealth. So keep this form in the mind as we invoke her. Ya sa padmasanastha vipulakatitati padmapatrayatakshi गम्भीरावर्तनाभिस्तनभरणमिता शुभ्रवस्त्रोत्तरीया या लक्ष्मीर्दिव्यरूपैः मणिगणखचितैः स्नापिता हेमकुम्भैः सा नित्यं पद्महस्ता मम वसतु गृहे सर्वमाङ्गल्ययुक्ता। Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Invoke her in your heart, invite her in your home, pray to her that may she reside in your heart and home, and bring all auspiciousness with her. We will chant Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha 27 times. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. 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 Shri Mahalakshmi. Continue mentally. Lotus is very dear to Mahalakshmi. As you repeat mentally, visualize that you are offering lotuses to Mahalakshmi. Laksh means goal. Mahalaksha is the goal of self-realization. May Mother Lakshmi help us to achieve our goals in life, Artha, Kama and Dharma, and also bless us to realize the Supreme Self and attain moksha. Prostrate in front of Mother Lakshmi, perform a pradakshina, come to prostrate in front of her. Pray that all kinds of wealth that we need may be with us. Maybe not be attached to wealth. Maybe use it as a trustee. And maybe attain the wealth of Atmajnan. Repose Mother Lakshmi back into your heart. Mother Lakshmi is always at the feet of Mahavishnu. Everywhere else, she may be fickle, but at the feet of Mahavishnu, she stays always. She is also in the heart of Mahavishnu. She is also on his chest as the Srivatsa. She is the Shakti of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu and Mother Lakshmi incarnated as Bhagwan Ram and Mother Sita to demonstrate the importance of Dharma, to live uncompromisingly, doing our duties, living righteously, destroying our delusions and demons, serving the society selflessly, and realizing the self. Invoke the auspicious form of Bhagwan Ram along with Mother Sita. Sita ji is on the left side of Bhagwan Ram. They both have returned from the exile. Bhagwan Ram's Rajyabhisheka has happened. Both of them are seated on the throne of our heart. Bharatji and Shatrugnaji are on the left and the right side of Bhagwan Ram and Sita ji. Hanumanji is at his feet. Invoke this auspicious form of Ram Darbar. As the self, Bhagwan Ram can never leave us. But as a Jiva, we have exiled Ishvara from our lives. We have forgotten Bhagavan and are lost in delusion. Homecoming of Bhagavan Ram is homecoming of bhakti, of Ishvara into our heart. Bhagavan Ram is Ishvara. Mother Sita is bhakti and shanti. Lakshmanaji is vairagya. Bharatji is tyag and seva. Shatrugnaji is humility. Hanumanji, symbol of strength, of surrender. May all these reside in our heart. Pavanatanaya Sankataharana Mangalamuratirupa Ramalakhana Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Surabhupa. May Bhagwan Ram lead us to Atmaram, to the light of the self. Offer some flowers to Bhagwan and Sita Ji. Perform a pradakshina of all of them. Come to prostrate in front of them. Pray that may we never exile Bhagwan. May we always remember him, be his worthy instruments. And revel in the self that is Ram. Feel that the hand of Mother Sita and Bhagwan Ram is on your head. And their grace pervades your entire being. Repose them back into your heart. Be aware of the body. Be aware of the breath. Be aware of the happenings around you. We pray for well-being of everyone. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरिः ओम्। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। Rub your palms, place them on the face, and gently open the eyes. Hari Om. Shubh Deepavali.